Good. Is it morning still? It's 11:58. Good morning. Today's look features my new tote. I have my laptop in here because I have to go in for a few hours, so I didn't need a huge bag, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna run a few errands. This is my outfit. I wore the skirt from Japan, Muji, I think. This top I've had for a while. I got from one of the warehouse sales a few years ago from Plenty, I think. All of these things showed up today while I was away. So my Simmons, whatever, package is here. And my Wayfarer light that is going to be replacing the light in the corner over there is here now. So yay. First I want to open this one because these are supposedly, from what I recall when I ordered them, very cute. I'm actually gonna put this on the floor. 2 tea towels, 2 cocktail glasses, 2 other cocktail glasses, and 2 whiskey glasses, and a soap dish, because I have bar soap now that I want to try. Dinner prep will commence shortly. We're gonna go over there. Oh, well, you seem to be fine. You did shut your screen off. I got a little worried. This is a lot bigger than I expected. This is like double the length of what I was expecting for a soap dish. All right, well, we'll give this a shot, but this is the first thing. It was $9.50. I also have Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne stuck in my head. If you've seen that video of all the kids playing on the xylophone, it's really amazing. Whiskey glasses. These are pretty weighty and nice and a good size. Like, look at how, in my hand, they're like pretty significant. So we got 4 of these in total. I got 2 different styles. I don't need like 6 to 8 of the exact same ones. I'd almost rather have a mismatch. They're a good size. They're a lot bigger than I expected as well. So there were 2 in this style, as I mentioned. These look like margarita glass. Like, these are so big, but maybe they're actually not. I just feel like I've seen them way smaller than this before, to the point where I'm just kind of thrown off by how large these are. I thought these were gonna be like half the size. It's actually kind of nice that they're big enough that they can hold a reasonable drink and it's not just really tiny. We know me and we know I don't love smells, but this has got lemongrass, pepper, and salt. I see that as being good because then you can still turn on the water without it, because we could never put this too close because you didn't want to bunk it, so that could work. I can't believe I forgot to show these. So perhaps what I'm most excited for were these 2 towels I got. This is one of the Danica ones, and so is this actually. As I'm figuring out more of the sense of style that I want to bring into this home and the sense of style that I personally have, the color that I want to have in this place, I think this just really inspired me in realizing I feel like I have a sense of style, but I couldn't find things that were matching it in a way that was exciting or unique and not generic and just the same thing I feel like I've already seen, but something that's a compilation of all these things that I like. These are definitely going to be featured and visible because I'm really leaning into the colors. And I love that they've got the little purple accents and this green accent here. Look at that, that's beautiful. Like all the flowers. It's so perfect. Loving my florals, as we know. So pretty. I'm thrilled to have these now. Okay, so I just kind of got into the groove and put it together and didn't really show, but it's in the corner now there, very minimalist, just a line. I'm obsessed with this. Look at this. You can use this remote or there's a little clicking pedal over there. You can turn it on and it casts light quite well. I know in this, it just looks like it's one little beam there, but it's actually casting the full light. You can brighten or dim it, and it will remember the setting when you turn it off, whether it was bright or not. There's a couple of different settings. There's like a very bright light, and there's a white light, and then there's night style, or at least that's what the remote says. So day, very bright, night is probably the default I'll go with. I was worried it was gonna pull away from this little guy here, but I actually think if we move it a bit further, it'll illuminate this side. It's always so dark here, that's why I put this light in the corner. We don't have a light up here, and we're not allowed to put it on a dimmer switch. So I'm not gonna add a lamp there or anything, or like a chandelier or whatever, even though I have one because it's just way too complicated with the building. So we got that instead. And then this glorious lamp here, which I showed a couple of days ago. Hello. That at night I've just been lighting up on the second setting. And now we just have so much nice light in here. It's so great. I almost got another one of those, but I wanted to test it first before I grabbed one to also put behind the TV over there. I love that there's a remote. I love that. So now actually I'm gonna put the glasses into here because this is where they currently live. And when I was talking about my sense of style before, this is kind of what I'm getting at with what I love, different shapes, all the florals, good vibes, unique things. It just makes me feel really good, this area. So It's not the most organized at this moment, but every piece here, from this to this pottery to different pictures of Tommy and I, the flowers we have from Valentine's Day, this piece that I'm obsessed with, and the light, all of it is just feels very me, and I love that. Sorry, the TV's on, it's quite loud, but I finished putting everything in. Got all the glasses, and then I moved the alcohol, some of the alcohol down, some of it up, and then the napkins there. I'll resort it, but all of the cups do fit here. It's been a relaxing evening. I've been watching TV, hanging out, made my peppers. As you can tell, I'm very illuminated right now. I feel like if we had another room, this light would definitely work, but it was way too strong and not the right tone to be in this corner where that beautiful light was, and at least that one has different settings. This is getting sold tonight. Somebody on Marketplace just messaged me that they're gonna come pick it up right now, and I hope they do, because other people were chatting with me and kept lowballing, frankly, and we know that happens. Finally, someone from Marketplace responded, and they're gonna pick it up today. Goodbye to her shortly, and then we'll have more of our warm light vibes. We have had this one since October, because I had this for Canadian Thanksgiving, and I tried it, and it was like, oh, hospital. So, you know, that didn't work out. These are drying, they're stunning. See, this light is actually kind of okay, but it's just way too much, you know? Like, do we understand what I mean when I say this is way too much? I didn't get a chance to tidy up our house last night because my dinner made me a little ill for some reason, so it took me out of commission. I've slept in until 11. Just looking around, I did tackle most of the laundry yesterday evening before I went to bed, so getting that all sorted. At some point, I really want to hang these up here. I feel like there's always this fear when I start the gallery wall that I'm just gonna regret it, but in our last place, I basically one-shot every single thing I hung up and I ended up loving it, so I think I just need to go with that instead of assuming that it's gonna all be a big mistake. And if it is, I bought the stuff to patch holes. Bought patch kits. It's fine. I did start the laundry as well, but I started the dishwasher. I took the trash out. This table's looking better now. I just want to empty some of these things and fully clear surfaces, get the boxes recycled, because I still have the huge box from the Simon's order there, things like that. But otherwise, it's not too bad. This, though, without hooks, there's really nowhere to put any of the coats and stuff, and it all just ends up sitting on the floor. Peek my tote bag. We love her. She's an empty wall, but probably soon not to be an empty wall, because I kind of did this layout and I like it. There's nothing in this one yet, but we'll figure it out later. I think we're gonna go with this kind of layout for now, and then if we want to add things in, there's spaces to do that or replace things. I'll give it a little bit more space in between everything, but I think we're going with this formation. I don't want it too close here, so if somebody leans against the wall, they don't just like hit their head on a frame, but yeah, I'll just map it out to probably go about as high as that for now, and then, yeah, I can't figure out how to change it if I don't do anything, so. Okay, I moved the table away and time to add to the wall. And I recognize that given how indecisive I am with this and how long it took me to actually hang any of these, I will end up needing to change them, inevitably. That is just a fact. But I think I've settled, and we've settled on this design with Tommy's input, and once it's up, that's that. I've procrastinated long enough. I know you're supposed to put a bigger one in the center, whatever, we'll build out from here, or we'll change it once it's up. I'll start with these two first. Honestly, not too bad. Took a couple of readjustments because some of these were closer than I wanted, and I might need to make some adjustments, but for now, not the worst. Was a little nervous to do it. It's never gonna be perfect. I feel like in our last place, I loved it and I feel like I nailed it. Sometimes that happens, and sometimes you just need to look at it a little longer and make an adjustment. This gives opportunity, like I said, to build out in different spots if we get different shapes and other things. So this looks like it's not fully complete, but I didn't want to wait until I acquired more things because this was just an empty wall. So my tentative plans were to go see fireworks, but no one is available to go to physical fireworks this time because it's chaotic. I've done this for many years, but I've had the opportunity to watch from apartments or different things, not directly on the beach, because the beach is not an option. It's chaotic as hell. So I'm gonna go down and hang out with some friends beforehand and then see if I decide that I want to stay and just solo watch some fireworks and then head out, or if I just want to watch the sunset, head out. I don't even know what's blocked off. Like, am I allowed on the beach? Because there's these other parts that you have to pay for to watch. I don't know how they control that because of the fact that it's all public viewing, but I'm just gonna go, and my free Chipotle meeting, go to the store with the app because I have a free appetizer, entree, whatever, and then just have some time with some friends and maybe pop in a shop or two, just outside, get some air, hang out.